Hello, I hope today is a great day for you. It is Monday. It's so hot here in Vienna that I just wanted to be at the beach. Therefore, we have a beach picture. So, right now, before we begin, some quick updates for Patreon. So, as members of Patreon, I want you all to know that I appreciate you so much and I'm so thankful for your support. It really means a lot to me. And you are grandfathered in. That means that whatever level you're currently at, that will never change. And I'm raising my prices. So anybody new who comes in will have a new price list. And so you come in at whatever you're at, nothing changes. You have complete access to me. You need anything, set up a meeting. Go to the calendar. I have that all listed on Patreon. So come on in, make an appointment. Let's just chat if all you want to do is just connect with me. I would love it. And that's that. I just wanted you to know. So because I have the two membership levels, I just like to talk intuition, but it's not going into depth in the intuitive problem solving course. So if you really wanted to go into depth, I have this 3-week course that takes you through nailing what exactly it looks like and working with you one-on-one over 9 meetings of working with you as you activate each one of your muscles and have that experience. Once you have that, you're good to go. I believe that once you have that, just coming here as a member and when you can, go ahead and do some exercise because you want to still strengthen that intuitive muscle. It's always good to exercise a bit of your intuition, and that's what you get from me in these updates once in a while. Go ahead and let's do a little bit of exercises. But to go into depth, you go through the course, and if you want something else in depth, I have the different readings from but relationship compatibility to in-depth readings for you with my numerology and uh, my intuition analysis and recommendations. So I do this analysis and recommendations, and all that goes really deep. So there's a few things and services that I offer that go in depth, and you have access to that on any of the services that I do for a 30% discount just because you're a member of Patreon. Okay, now that's the updates. Thank you guys. Now let's go to, I was in Clubhouse. Let's talk some intuition for a minute, real quickly. Now, when we first start out, I don't think it's about trusting your intuition. I think that is something we build towards. I always say intuition is always right, but if you haven't experienced that, you don't know that, so how do you trust it? And we have a really easy way to trust that, and it's at the beginning especially, it's about honoring it, even though if it seems silly or awkward. And how do we do that? We do that by writing it down. We write that down. We say, wow, I saw that, I heard that, I tasted that taste. All these exercises I give you take each individual sense and push you to notice any messages that come through that sense. Symbolically. They always come as pictures, images, symbols, or a taste or a smell, hearing a voice, hearing a sentence. So that's capture that. What did you hear? Honor what comes up for you. Acknowledge that. And a great way to do it, which I always say, is write it down. Okay, so now let's get to a little bit of exercising. So pick a decision that you need to make. That's the exercise for this, for the moment. How do we get ready? Breathe. We can do this quickly. You take time and you go into depth with your meditations and practices, but a quick way is to breathe, stay as centered as you can. Toggle, I love this one. It works for me. Toggle from my left brain to my right brain. Toggle from your left brain, the thinker, into the observer. And now I'm just in the sense observing. And also I look out my window to my tree out front, my geometric figure that's maybe in the grains of wood, right? Or in a rug, or the plant that you have nearby. Now everyone should have their geometric shape that they can glance at to get them back into the observing mind. So it happens pretty quickly. What we're going to do, we're going to close our eyes. We're going to look. We're going to observe. Do you see a picture? Do you hear a voice? Do you smell, hear, taste, sense, or feel? Do you feel? Sometimes I get a swirling sensation, or I get a sense or a feeling. And really important, just for the moment, acknowledge the message your senses have provided you. And in the beginning for me, is I always had so much doubt. I see something and I said, nah. So it's the first thing that you see, if it's just a color. Because sometimes I just see blue, or sometimes I see this, and it's this real frail, real elusive little picture that you just catch the edge of. Name it. That's what I call honoring your intuition. Yeah, you saw that. Yeah, you heard that. But it's very fragile, that moment, right? So let's do it. So breathe. Toggle. From the left brain, I'm the observer. And I also, see, I do all these things. I'm also looking at the pattern in the trees outside my window. I love that. Okay, let's all close our eyes. And what do you see? Okay, I got a picture. I'm very visual, so I get the picture. And my question was, how many times a week should I open my clubhouse room? I'm trying to schedule my clubhouse room, and I'm just torn how many times a week should I open it. And I got 2 rings in one part and flowers. I got a big flower and a little flower. So I get number. It came in 2s. So that's one. Now I have to interpret. Now I have to run off and write down that visual I just got, and I need to do some interpreting and make a decision on how to take action on that. Did anybody get anything? What did you get? For today's lesson, it's really important that you just honor and acknowledge what you got. Some of you will take action, some of you won't. You'll get lost in your day, but at least take time to honor it. I promise you, every time you do an exercise like this, even how silly it might feel, it strengthens that intuitive sense. It strengthens all of them, actually. So have fun honoring what you saw, and write down the message that came to you through your senses. Be really interesting to hear which sense was activated. Talk to you again, and I love you guys. Oh, something else. Because you guys are all members of Working with Intuition Best Practices on Patreon, you automatically get a 30% discount on any and all of my services. So that's the good news. Bye-bye for now.